Hey, how's it going? Just going to show you how to play Aberinkula by the Mars Volta today. Just before we jump into it, I'll let you know you can support me on Patreon. There's a link below and a video explaining what Patreon is if you're unsure. Also linked there. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you can also check out a Spotify playlist I've put together that's got all the songs I've made tutorials for in it, so you can have a listen through that and see if you want to learn anything. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be huge, and I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. But anyway, now that stuff's out of the way, let's jump into the lesson. Alright, so for this track, really cool track, opening track off Bedlam In Goliath, their fourth album. We're just in standard tuning and got a few sections to go through. So from the top, we've got the chorus, then a verse, what I've called verse lead A and B, the solo backing, a bridge, and then the outro section. It's not really an outro, it's like the second half of the song, but I've just called it that, just so it's clearly labelled. Alright, so I'll go through section by section, give you an example of each part, and then I'll teach it to you. So we'll start with the chorus, and the chorus sounds like this. Alright, so pretty straightforward. Just got this descending this thing here. So we're just starting 5th fret on the 5th string, do that 3 times, down to 4th fret, 3 times on that, then we're just chromatically walking down 6, 5, 4, 3 on the 6th string, so you do 3 on each, and then 2 on the 4th fret, and then finish just 1 on the 3, so you get and you just repeat that around. Alright, next part to learn is the verse, and the verse sounds like this. Alright, so we've just got this cool little palm muted thing going on. So to palm mute, you just rest the sort of fleshy part of your hand on sort of the bridge of the guitar, just behind like your pickups. And you just want to, so without palm muting, and then just sort of resting the hand on, just to sort of deaden it a bit and yeah, mute it. Alright, so we're just sitting on the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Doing that, I think 14 times. I do it in like 4 groups of 3 and then a group of 2. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then you're into the other notes there. The other notes, 10th fret on the 3rd string and then 8th fret on the 2nd string. And you just sort of bounce between those two. And repeat that around. That is the verse. Alright, so then we've got the what I've called verse lead A and B, played at the same time, sort of harmonizing towards the back end of this little riff. Yeah, starts together and then splits off into separate lines, but sounds like this. Alright, so it's this pretty angular sort of sounding thing, pretty typical of Omar's playing, one of my favourite guitarists. Anyway, start out, so for both parts, the first sort of 6 or 7 notes are the same, first 6 notes. We've got this little... So we're starting on 12th fret on the 4th string, then 11, 12 on the 5th string, then we go 10, 11 on the 4th string, 13 on the 5th, so you get... And then for verse lead A, which is the sort of lower part, So you play the first 6 notes, and then we go, which is 9, 10, 12 on the 3rd string. Then sort of slide your first finger up to 10th fret. Then we go 10th fret on the 3rd string, 10 on the 2nd, 12 on the 3rd. Then we've got, which is 10, 11, 13 on the 2nd string. So the A sounds like this. Then verse lead B, first 6 notes exactly the same, but then we sort of jump up and do the higher part. So we're just doing this on the end. So play through the first 6 notes, and then we go 10, 11, 13 on the 2nd string, then 11, 13, 10, and then 10, 11, 13 on the 1st string. And yeah, just put them together, and that is the verse lead A and B. So the next part to learn is the solo backing, and it sounds like this. Alright, so as you can probably tell, it's exactly the same as the main riff, just moved up a tone. So we've just got this. So we're starting on 7th fret this time on the 5th string. Do that 3 times. Down to 6, 3 times. Then we've got 8, 7, 6, 5. Same groupings as the main riff. 3, 3, 2, 1. And that is the backing for the solo. Next part to learn is the bridge, and the bridge sounds like this. So it's just this little bit of calm in comparison to the rest of the tune. And yeah, pretty straightforward. So we're just starting on the 5th string, 5th fret. We go 5, 7, 8, 7. And then just 5, 7 on the 4th string. And repeat that a few times. That is the bridge. Alright, next part to learn is the outro, and it's this whole sort of the back section of the tune, like I mentioned in the intro. And yeah, sounds like this. Alright, so this whole thing is repeated, I think, 3 times all up, and then you've got those sort of chords while the sax or whatever it is doing a pretty crazy solo. Alright, so the first little bit sounds like this. So we're just starting out 12th fret on the 1st string. Then we've got 9, 10 on the 2nd. Then 11 on the 1st, 12 on the 2nd. Then we go. This is just 8 to 9 on the 2nd string. And then 7, 8 on the 3rd string. And then we get into the sort of the crazy sort of hammer on pull off these little bits here. So it's basically the same little hammer-on pull-off thing, just in a couple of spots. So it's just this little 2 on the second string, 2, hammer on to 3, pull off back to 2, pull off to open, and then finish on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. So you're getting that. Just sort of sped up. So that's sort of the first variation, and then the second variation, exact same thing, just down a string. So now we've got 2, hammer on to 3, pull off to 2, pull off to open on the 3rd string, and then finishing on 2nd fret on the 4th string. Yeah, so that's just like a little guide as to what that little sort of trill is. Alright, so after we come out of we do that first trill, followed by the second trill. Then we go 2, pull off to open on the 3rd string. And then these sort of stuttery played notes on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. And then we just do the same 1st and 2nd trill. Then more stuttery notes, 2nd fret on the 4th string. Then we get into this. This bit, 5 to 6 on the 2nd string, then 5 on the 1st string, 8 on the 2nd string, then we go 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, all on the 2nd string. So you've got then we've got pretty sort of similar thing, just repeating these notes in slightly different order. So we've got 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd string, 5 on the 1st, and we've got 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, down to 2 on the 3rd string. So this sort of little bit all through. Then we're sort of doing a repeat pretty much up to that point, but then just throwing these trills on the end. So you start with the first one, so 2, 3, 2, pull off to open on the 2nd string, finish with that 2 on the 3rd string, and then you do 2 of the second trill with a few stuttery notes at the end. Then we go to this which is pretty similar, but just sort of sliding around at different spots. So we go 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd string, up to 5 on the 1st, 8, 6, 5 on the 2nd. Then we've got 3, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, all on the 2nd. Then we do that first trill. So 2, 3, 2, pull off to open, all on the 2nd string, and then finish on that 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And then to finish off, same sort of thing again. We're just doing 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd string, back to 5 on the 1st, 8, 6, 5, 3, 5 on the 2nd string. And then we've got those trills again. We do 2 of the 1st and then 2 of the 2nd. And then just like this, which is 2, open, 2 on the 4th string. yeah, and that's pretty much it. Those chords as well, if you just want to know what the what's going on underneath the sax, it's just a power chord, 7 on the 4th and 9 on the 3rd string. Just move that over a fret. So now we've got 8 and 10. And we just do this little major 3rd. So now we've got 8 on the 4th string and 7 on the 3rd string. And then just move it back 1 fret. So now we've got 7 and 6. And repeat that round. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole tune. I know there's a guitar solo in there, but it's a guitar solo, so do what you please. But yeah, that's it for this tune. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Yeah, if you want to hear any other tunes, feel free to request anything. You can also do like a private commission if there's something that's obscure that you think I'm probably not going to cover on my channel. Happy to chat about it. So just yeah, contact me through Patreon or Facebook or something, and we can figure something out. But yeah, thanks again for watching and listening. Thanks to everyone supporting me on Patreon. Really appreciate everyone who jumps on there. Really cool. Means the world to me that people appreciate what I do. So yeah, you can follow along there. Again, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check out that Spotify playlist I mentioned, and like and subscribe if you want. That'd be great. But that's it for this one. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.